Why don't
I
you ask the
don't.
mayor?
I don't want any shells, guys. I just wanted that for how to it'll be
For
pretty. It'll just
The
aesthetic
be
problem
pretty.
purposes.
is someone
Yes.
will steal it.
No, they won't. I'll just
I
say
The
it's
do.
beanbag
loaded.
shotguns again.
I'll just say it's loaded. And why would they steal a loaded shotgun when I'm pointing it at their face?
People are dumb.
Yeah. Do you know how many people run towards loaded guns on a daily basis, Eve? It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
The amount of people who don't listen to if you don't leave, you gonna get shot.
So wait, Frost, you said if I ask the mayor and he approves it, I can get a shotgun.
I think you would need the mayor to approve it, the justice to approve it.
It would have to be a legislative change, just
Yeah,
in
All
general.
those people do
Yeah.
like the cauldron.
There would need to be something in legislation that allows deputy mayors to possess unloaded shotguns. I don't know. I mean, if you can get it all figured out, then yeah, sure.
I think the possibility exists that it can happen, but if there is a carved out exception, there should be a very specific charge for the theft of some very specific firearm that is crazy to deter people from even attempting.
That's what they used to be, right? Like when people used to have like class 2 licenses, there was a
Yes.
Oh yeah,
huge charge
yeah.
if
If
they were
you
robbed.
if
Well,
you
this is the thing
stole
about
it,
robbing.
they got raided immediately.
I mean, it still goes for the martial guns, right? If you steal,
Yeah.
look, criminal possession of a San Andreas state marshaled issued firearm is $165,000 fine. Now, if you get caught with a class 2, you are looking at, so you're looking at 10 grand for a class 1 and then 30 grand for a class 2. But if you get caught with a PD firearm, I still don't think it's even that bad.
The PD class 2 is 125,000.
Yeah.
Government issued class 2 is 125,000 and 120 months.
Eve, correct
That's
me if I'm
crazy, right?
wrong, and even Bjorn, but the old Class 2 civilian legislation thing was all based around, like, it didn't matter how the civilian lost it, they were getting raided no matter what, so they had to be clean, because if they had anything and someone stole their shit, they were getting raided.
Yeah, so
The
you were getting
civilian was
raided.
getting raided?
The civilian was getting raided, and the person who stole it, if they found it, was getting raided as well.
Yep.
I mean,
it was like the
listen.
conditional portion, and the charge for the theft of that Class 2 was massive.
The thing is, right, unfortunately with this musket, it's tampered with. The serial's been scratched off, right? So it
We
is
can't
inherently
track it,
illegal. Now, if there was a way for us to obtain muskets from someone who could serialize them legally, like ammunition or the PD armorer, then I would somehow we would be able to legislate you guys having this a lot easier. But unfortunately, because another thing that I can do, for example, if we seize evidence after 30 days, I can speak to the Department of Justice and I can request to claim that evidence for my department. Like say I seized a Yote engine, right? After 30 days, I can claim that Yote and put it in one of my vehicles. And it would be the same with firearms if they were categorically legal, but this has no serial, so it can't ever be, right?
Correct. Follow-up question regarding that, because this is something I inquired about right before you actually became the sheriff. What the fuck are we doing with seized money?
We are reclaiming it.
In evidence? Okay, but who is reclaiming it? Is it the DOJ or is it us?
No, the department. If we seize, like, say, $4 million in a raid, that has to be kept in evidence for 30 days till it's out of statute. And then we can put a request into the DOJ to see if we can claim that money for the department.
Oh, so it has to go as a request. Okay, so the reason I bring it up is because I saw the recent DOJ change regarding... Let me take a look.
You know what, Eve? I've just come up with a fantastic idea. Why don't you write some legislation for a blanket cover of firearm use in registered businesses? Like, yeah, there's the stand your ground law, But why don't you enhance on that and write some kind of legislation like you work in a bar in Polito that can be inherently unsafe at times, especially due to the fact that you open late at night, blah blah blah.
Oh, do you
And
know
you
what
feel
happened yesterday? A justice got
I got
kidnapped in
stabbed
front
by
of the
Tessa
cauldron.
again. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
okay, yeah, I mean that happened. But a justice got kidnapped right in front of the cauldron to be taken hostage for Polito.
That's what I mean. And technically, you can't stand your ground there because they're being kidnapped, not you. It's
But
very
it's
odd.
one of my customers though.
That's
It's a
what I'm
paying
saying.
customer.
So why don't you try and figure out some legislation where you can defend your bar, not just yourself? Like, just stand your bar. Yeah, that, stand your bar. That would be good.
So there's
cooking.
no mention of 30 days under the what's it called? Criminal asset forfeiture. They have the right to own property, blah blah blah. DOJ sets
This
forth.
is what the justices have directly told me.
When
I've
was
actually not
this?
looked into
Because
it.
this changed, I believe, Friday. At least the writing, how it currently stands, it says these forfeiture hearings must be filed by a member of the police department on the docket. The owner must be notified so they have the opportunity to defend said allegations. But here's the thing: if it's past 30 days, there's no opportunity to defend. Like it doesn't make sense that they would if it exceeds 30 days. Judge shall oversee the veracity of the claim. Should it be found substantial enough, it'll be scheduled and heard in court. Should the allegations be proved beyond a reasonable doubt, the court determine the forfeiture just. The goods shall be sold by the Department of Justice, and the recovered finances shall be distributed to. And it says if they're cars or other material goods, it'll be auctioned off or sold by the DOJ. Proceeds shall be used by the DOJ. If the seized goods are properties, either commercial or residential, then the seized goods shall be auctioned by the DOJ. Proceeds will be given to the county, but it specifies the mayor's office in which the property was seized.
Right.
So I'm going to assume money is going to be deemed material goods. But the thing is, that can't be auctioned. You can't auction $10 for $5. That makes no sense.
Right.
So I'm assuming the DOJ would just recover it. But this only applies moving forward. So if we have money in evidence lockers right now, I don't know how it was written before. I should probably look into that.
That's what I'm saying. We could seize it all. Can you shoot me in my vest with this musket?
No, I'm not going to shoot you.
Okay. All
I'm
right,
not
well,
giving the
listen,
LSPD the opportunity to charge me reckless endangerment.
it's consensual.
It don't matter.
I didn't know you was a. Okay, Rogue. Okay.
What were you gonna say?
You listen.
think-
You can
think
call
Rhodes
me a
is
bitch,
being-
but you want this bitch to be a captain.
I think you're being a Rhodes.
You can say it. Quit being a bitch.
I'm not saying it.
Why not?
I kind of want to shoot the musket. I'll do it.
Yeah, do
Wait,
it.
wait. How about?
Wait.
What if instead of what if we argued and it's not reckless endangerment if we shot the fridge?
Oh god.
Yeah, we're testing the strength of the fridge.
This is great. Turn around for me, Bjorn.
Bjorn, do you
Do you
consent?
consent to this?
I consent for science.
Okay, right. Turn around. I want to make sure it's.
Look, can you hit me if I'm moving though?
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, probably not. And then it feels more targeted. Right. Okay, Bjorn, are you ready? This is probably gonna bruise.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, it went through the fridge.
Oh shit.
Are you bleeding?
I'm not bleeding, but
Are you okay, Bjorn?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, hey, Angel.
Hey.
What the
Hey.
heck? What the
Listen,
hell did I
Angel,
just
I
witness?
just want to state
Nothing.
that this wasn't reckless endangerment because I was shooting the fridge.
It wasn't
Right.
reckless
Hey,
endangerment.
I mean, like, because it sure looks like to me I just watched you shoot pure Bjorn in the back with the musket. So,
I shot him in
It
this.
was
I shot his fridge consensually.
Consensual.
oh, well, if it was consensual, that makes it okay
Bjorn,
then.
Yeah.
are,
That's no big
are you
deal then.
good?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to
I'm
have to
okay.
report this to anybody because I would never do that.
Okay. Ooh. Listen. You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm
You
feeling
sure?
better now.
You
Yeah,
sure?
I'll be okay.
Okay.
The
Good
fr-
going,
doing?
shot.
I think the fridge
How's the
absorbed
food
most of
doing?
it. Oh god, did you shoot any in my fridge?
Is there a
In
hole
my
in your
food?
fridge?
Yeah,
There-
there is a hole
there
in
is,
your
no.
fridge.
there is.
That's not good.
Fiona, I'm sorry. It went
No,
straight
that's
through
not
the fridge,
good.
Cut my
unfortunately.
glizzy in half.
I'm
No,
so sorry.
not the glizzy.
Right.
Listen,
I
I would
I better
argue
eat
we
it.
did the best we could. A fridge, a vest,
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
know?
A helmet.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Let me know if you need anything, guys. Okay.
Hey, Fry.
Do you need any plates?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I guess it just pierced my plates and it didn't hurt them. It just went straight to me.
The more you know. I have to go throw stuff in evidence. I'll be back.
He used to be more of like a, you know what I mean?
Oh, Rhodes used to be more of a, but now he's more of like a.
Yeah, now he's more of like.
Yeah.
But-
Rhodes is a massive.
Whoa.
Yeah, but hey, me too. I'm also kind of a mess.
Hey, listen, Rhodes. It's not your fault.
People calling people. He
Yeah.
triggered LSPD.
No. We were saying that Rhodes is. We were saying that Rhodes is. But he used to be a.
But
Brian?
why am I
He's
being
right
roasted right
here.
now?
Oh, sorry about that. I mean, it wasn't
What do you
meant
mean?
to
I'm
roast,
only
it was-
calling you a. It's not that bad.
Okay, well, you hold on. You got 50% of the word out before. I heard bit. And we all know it's gonna be bitch.
I may have said the
It
whole
wasn't, it
thing
was
in
gonna
front of
be-
Tessa last night.
Oh.
No, he didn't.
I swear, and me, Soze, and Peters were talking, and I said it, and then all of a sudden I hear, "Oh my god!" And then I turn to the right. I'm like, "Oh shit!"
How could you do that, Brian?
I
She's
don't
so
know. I
innocent.
feel awful.
Oh, also, we just shot Bjorn's fridge with the musket for science.
The musket pierced the fridge and pierced my armor
Fortunately,
plates. and
the bullet pierced the fridge.
It did not affect my armor plates. It went straight to me.
Yeah, like it was like a FMJ bullet, just straight through to his.
I fuck with that. Yo, give me a musket.
I think one more would have knocked me out. So, 2 shots of that
Like-
goes right through your armor plates and takes you out.
What if you
Oh,
duct tape
really?
6 muskets and form like a blunderbuss shotgun type thing and shoot them all at once by
That would be
strings?
cool.
Sick. That
That'd
would
be
be
fucking
cool, yeah.
awesome.
I just want that damn shotgun. I want to be first. I volunteer to go first.
Go first for what?
Anything.
See,
to run
Rhodes,
into
now
the
you're just
funnel.
being.
Yeah, no, I'm not that. That's not me. I'll volunteer to go first. You want to know why I volunteer to go first?
Why?
Because everyone else who does it fucking wrong. You can't go first and then stop. You have to go and keep going so that the people behind you can make it through. But no one ever does that. They stop. Then they go down. Then their body
Oh
is
my
preventing
God,
us from
not
moving.
wrong.
Are you sure it's just because you don't want to do paperwork, Rhodes?
I'm certain it's because I want to be first, and it had
Right.
nothing to do with paperwork.
Of course. Because I've noticed ever since I got ordered to stop going first, my paperwork numbers have shot up like crazy. So I'm thinking about going first again.
Well, no, because I disagree. Because I feel like just because you get shot, you can still do paperwork unless you're in the ICU.
That's how it
I
used
think
to be.
I think that's a cop out.
I actually agree with that.
That's how it used to be, yeah.
It don't like what's crazy is like you end up being the last to show up, and it's like, all right, guys, just
Yes.
put these charges up, and I'm like, I don't even know what happened. How am I achieving probable cause? I can't just.
It's someone who went
asticize
41,
it.
like, as the situation concluded.
Yeah, do you guys remember that shootout like 2 days ago at Mace Bank Arena where it was like all spread out across the city? Besties, Manor, and up in here in Sandy Shores. All the officers from all those individual scenes went down, and I was the only one that was left standing while commanding the scene. And I had to like individually manage like getting all 3 of them separately taken to the hospital, processed, and then appropriately charged at 2 different PDs simultaneously because all the other officers just didn't stick around because they got shot down. It was really fucking annoying.
What?
You sent me the wrong phone number for the last one.
Are you
Or
sure
they
that's
did. I
that's
don't
what
know, yeah.
Falconer sent me?
Okay, then he sent me the second one twice.
But yeah, every time we go through a fucking funnel, it stays a funnel because person number 1 goes through
Okay.
and starts aiming at people.
I
They just
think
need to
you see
keep
the one
running.
above. I think that's 2. You've got 2 subpoenas, right? There's 2 different numbers. There's the top one
yeah,
and
yeah.
and the second one.
And then the third one is the same number as the second one.
Yeah, I think there isn't meant to be 3. There's just meant to be the 2, right? Or
No,
did
it's
you
meant to be
subpoena 3?
I subpoenaed 3 phone numbers. The last one is just accidentally the second one again.
Okay, one sec.
But anyways, that's why I volunteer.
Okay, well, that's fair enough.
You also
Good
pull
reasons, Rhodes.
the people's attention away from the funnel because they have to look away.
Smart.
Mm-hmm. And if you go far enough, they kind of have to turn all the way around.
I'd go first so my fridge blocks the shots for everyone else.
Right, anyway, guys, I really need to go and so I'll be back shortly,
Hey,
okay?
before you do that, Frost, did you see the docket response that we got?
I did. Wait, have they responded again?
Not yet.
Yeah, they
I
are.
replied to them.
I saw, and it was fantastic.
You know,
Context?
it started off as a funny
Oh,
joke,
you need
but
to
now
read
they're
it
actually
all,
being
Rhodes.
disrespectful.
One moment.
Oh my god.
I love people who are disrespectful.
I said pretty much. It all started from me saying, so a lawyer took the case who became a magistrate the next day. A lawyer took over the case, and I asked him to produce the $130,000 in legal fees. I said it's kind of coincidental how both of you have the exact same legal fees with your different levels of experience. Are you guys working together? They took me asking them a reasonable question as a accusation, called me unprofessional, said they were going to hold me at contempt, told me that I'm new to my role, pretty much said I don't know what I'm talking about. And that's when I summoned Angel. And then after that, you know,
That's
you're
when I
going to
showed
read it, and it's pretty fucking fantastic. I think it's I can't remember the name of it. I think it's Hannah Barra Mayberry versus Frost and Maxwell. You'll see it on there.
I
I
am
still can't
looking.
believe that Judge Ma had the audacity to say that I'm the only inexperienced person in the entire docket posting.
I mean, he was using One Piece memes in a docket
And
post.
yeah, he's,
so,
what
what he
One
says is
Piece
pretty
memes and
irrelevant.
saying I'm inexperienced. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. These guys, I'm filing authority conduct reviews on them, regardless of however this next response goes. And we're just
Hell
gonna keep
yeah.
pushing the issue because this is
Honestly,
actually unacceptable conduct. So
ACR the whole DOJ.
well,
Get them all.
Should challenge them all to mutual combat.
No,
we
this
don't
goes
wanna-
deeper than that.
we don't want to
Go
piss
on.
the justices off just quite yet. So
No, and to be fair, Grayson and Falconer are good ones. To me anyway.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they reply or not. I mean, realistically, a justice is the only one that can respond to these motions anyway. So
Well, Grayson did respond.
yeah, but he didn't respond to the motions. He basically just provided a clarifying point, which honestly looks even worse because
True.
it shows that the justices are aware of the motions and have chosen not to respond to them.
Well, what about the portion where he says upholding magistrate
Yeah.
love's original
I
ruling
really
to
need
deny
to
this motion?
get
Yeah,
back
go,
soon,
go, go,
guys,
go,
okay.
go.
Go for it.
Um, I love Sass on the docket. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, sass is fun.
It will make me dedicate crazy amounts of time just in an. I'm gonna be real. Did you see the Los Santos County mayor and what he said to my husband? Holy fuck! Was
no?
it
What did he say?
was it the funniest shit when the legislation got denied?
Wait, which
it's
one?
it's in the closed section of
The one where he said, "Let the people feel the
Yes.
full weight of
Yes.
the sword of democracy." Or something like that,
Yes.
and then he got fucking smoked in the actual vote.
Yes,
That one, that shit was so fucking funny.
one of
Let
the
the
best
people
things
Feel the
I've
true
seen.
weight of democracy.
Listen, I'm sure this guy writes all this stuff, but I hope one day I piss him off if I even hint at him using AI to write the stuff.
Wait, what if he does though?
Then is it really a
He
dig?
couldn't. No, listen. He can never use AI to write it. It's all too personal, like the way it's written.
I know, but I'm still gonna say it anyways.
That's fair. I mean, he might use AI for the body of it. You know, I haven't seen the mayor since the votes got cast down.
You think he's hiding away?
It's possible.
Well,
Maybe he's
Los
hiding.
Angeles
Maybe
mayor?
he's feeling. Maybe he's feeling the
The
full
weight?
weight of democracy.
I haven't seen the South Mayor in a while. I still see Junior like every day.
Oh, I see Junior all the time. Yeah, I'm talking about the other guy.
Has there been anything on the City Hall section? I mean, he posted something yesterday.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the same thing. I haven't seen him. You know.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in
yeah.
any meetings. I haven't seen him in the city. I haven't seen him doing nothing. You. Out and about.
Yeah, I fucking
Anyone can
hate
sit
that
at home
guy.
and cozy up in their PJs, typing on their laptop. You know, anybody can do that.
Yeah. One day I was working at Abracababra. This was like late at night. People came in to kidnap people. He was in like a group of individuals, like 3 or 4.
Yeah?
And they picked him. And he pretty much went, I don't know if you want to do, I'm part of the mayor's office. I just fucking laughed because they actually took that and didn't kidnap him.
I don't know if you want to do that, man.
but
I
I'm-
have the power
I'm sitting
to
there
change
like-
the PD's budget.
Yeah. It just doesn't matter. Well, at the time, LSPD was getting max pay anyways, but like, I don't know how that was a deterring like thing. Like that
There's a lot of
used as a
gangs
deterrent.
probably get given handouts from the mayor's office in some way or another.
You know what? That's
I
valid.
think some crims are afraid to take like political people because they think the PD is gonna go a little harder because they took someone in political powers. What they're afraid
That's
of. Which,
true.
in reality, that doesn't really happen, but I think that's what they're afraid of.
I mean, even off-duty cops. When I was working there,
Yeah.
the amount of people who went, "Oh, it's Rhodes," and went to another stall to kidnap someone.
Well, I mean, in fairness, if I showed up to a call and they had you hostages, I probably would go a little bit higher on him.
Like we had a justice taken from the Cauldron a day or two ago, or yesterday actually, and then they robbed Polito, and the criminals were freaking out because they didn't realize at first they got a justice because he didn't tell them. He just, they just held him up and he put his hands up and went with them, and they were like really worried we were gonna breach or do something aggressive because they took a justice.
Yeah, listen, it's 50-50. Like, name
probably
dropping
who
or
you get on the
career
scene.
dropping is like, that'll be perceived from the criminals, like, POV as them trying to be like, you better watch out. Like, listen, I ain't telling anyone I'm a fucking cop. If you know, you know, but I wouldn't kidnap me. I'm a cop. Absolutely the fuck not. Hell no. If anything, that's going to make them more angry.
That's a good point. I never even thought about it like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
wouldn't
Never get
bother.
kidnapped, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I don't get kidnapped either.
The justice from Polito said he didn't tell him he was a justice because sometimes when people say that, some criminals will just shoot him.
100%. Yes,
Yeah.
listen. Whichever justice that was is fucking smart.
I think it was Falconer.
Falconer is smart. He a good
It's
one.
true.
He a real one.
He does have a good head on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm. All right, I have to go throw stuff in evidence. Don't mind me.
Oh, Rose,
Okay.
I can tell you about that hunting, fishing stuff. I'll walk with you.
Oh, perfect.
So basically, what we're doing is just what I've been doing to like give them their like training. Is I just take them to like the fishing spot, like show them the guy that sells them all the stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and like read them the legislation, make sure they know it all, and then usually I throw them in the water to make sure they know how to swim in case they fall in the fishing.
That's valid. That's valid.
And then I take them to the hunting spot and make sure like they know how to handle a rifle and like know how to like use the safety on it, know to not like point it at people, and then like know what they can hunt and stuff, which is just deer.
Oh,
And tell
perfect.
them like they can like defend themselves from murder kitties, but they can't hunt them, and like just go over the laws with them basically.
Oh,
And
that's
then
very
I'll, like-
simple.
yeah, and then I mark on their profile like they've been trained basically.
All right,
Yeah, so
that
you-
works.
anytime
I can get
if
that
anyone comes
sorted.
to you, you're able to do that if you wanna, or you can like if you want, you can call me up or someone else to do it.
Yeah, I mean, Courtney Garcia was the one interested. He's in Hydra. So if he does approach you, by all means, but I think he's more likely to run into me during like the very beginning of shift 1 or end of shift 3. So I will sort that out with him if he is truly interested in doing it.
Okay, sounds good.
Appreciate the heads up.
No problem.
$18,332. I don't know why we took someone's ID. Unless it was reported stolen. Then it's justified. Hmm. 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 Fuck, he's not around. Um. Photo. Hmm. Positive. Hmm. All right, we're good there. Let me throw music on. We are going to be going into shift 1, by the way, like after restart. All right. Roads responded to an emergency request for backup at. There were several downed individuals. Oops. Oops. Hmm. Uh. Was rifle. Yeah. All right. This here. I need to not have my fucking thing at a 45-degree angle. All right, I think we're good. Now we can throw this in the trash.
Lowenstein right southbound. Where Lowenstein? Stopping left eastbound. Cougar. Or Carson rather. Left northbound. Jamestown. Northbound Jamestown Street passing the 50. Somebody ejected.
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Somebody's down. Passengers down. The target's down on Jamestown.
You know, finally a
Don't hit
day
the
I
church.
can
Car's out as
relax
well.
a little bit.
Okay, well, get him because he's got the drugs.
That's good to hear.
Like high command meetings for like what felt like 15 hours.
No, if you want to go assist them,
Bless
I'll take
your heart.
this Denver PD.
Bless your heart. This makes me remember why I don't want to be a captain.
Oh my god.
We're on Jamestown,
Next to the church. Next to the church.
And
Stay with him.
You want to ride and get?
My vehicle's parked out back. I gotta park it over at Mission Row. Actually, it's only half an hour.
I'm trying to get there.
Sure.
You
Give
got 30 minutes in you. Come on.
All right. Can you pick me up in Mission Row?
Yep, I can do so.
Westbound Carson Avenue. My Big 1050, U-turning, car might be out.
His car's out.
Northbound Low
He's on the
Street.
radio. Running foot pursuit.
77s, you good?
Yeah, we need 77s. Running westbound Carson.
Go, Ventura, go, I'm here.
Is
Bike's
my
picking him
boss
up.
in the area?
Fine. No!
He's been
Oh,
pinned
you
down.
chase him!
Okay, Jack, we're gonna go get motor as soon as we're gone. So get in your car, get mobile.
Get Peter not.
Just stay still. Run around in circles, check scope for cups on 1.
Tased off the bike again. One individual's back at the bike, overcome someone, resisted. Oh, 195
Get in front of the
actually.
bike, get in front of the 195.
Already got been tased off.
The bike, so it can't just drive off. Box in, box in.
Check, get up. Oh.
Gonna go get motor. Jack, stay with the 95. Jack, that's your 95.
95, please.
Wait,
Triage for the 95s is going to be behind the Jamestown church.
Get the bike going eastbound on McDonald Street, back towards Triage. Heading towards Little Bighorn. Right southbound Little Bighorn towards the barrio. Left eastbound Carson towards Dutch London. Right westbound Dutch London. Continue around the barrio, westbound Dutch London, back towards Royal. Over Royal and Stand. Continue westbound in the canals, westbound in the canals. Holy fuck. Angel, yo, stick.
I had to make it, and it worked. It was the only choice.
Hey, firm, hey, firm. Continue
3:15
westbound the canals.
secondary, or continue through the canals. Ramp it up towards Alta Street. Routine temporary VCB.
Westbound South Arsenal, westbound South Arsenal.
You do barrel roll?
Yeah, I fucking did. It was fucking sick. You westbound South Arsenal. Right, northbound off-road, heading around the scrapyards. Merging now eastbound in the canals off-road.
So how goes everything?
Pretty good, not too bad.
That's good to hear.
Our investigation unit's like rocket shipping right now.
You know what sucks? We lost a good one. We lost Remy to LSPD because of investigation stuff.
Long. I was probably the biggest proponent for months to get her, and she's already like fucked. So give it a couple weeks and we'll probably yoink her back.
Oh.
Thing is, I will say that any division that may or may not exist is only kind of like, I'd say, a shift 1 thing. Shift 2, it's pretty good. I think shift 3 is probably the same. We have been very collaborative with the right people in LSPD, so
that's good. That's very good to hear.
I think that's been like, for me, the biggest thing, like how you can't really investigate if you do it by yourself, you know? Shit, what the fuck?
You good?
I think so.
You got the wheel cut to the right.
There it is.
Stick on that fucking thing, Miller.
You ever have that feeling like you got your hand on your, the wrong phone?
Yeah, well, sort of, kinda. Not exactly as described, but I've had similar situations.
Right northbound, approach St. Rockford, northbound St. Rockford. Don't need additional?
Yeah, what's my? No, we only got 3.
Okay.
Northbound Decker.
They're behind us.
San Andreas.
Cutting right.
For San Andreas left westbound San Andreas Avenue, pulling into the park. Miller missed it. Useless.
Oh.
Coming out towards South Rockford. He's gonna take some fucking rat show.
I believe it's a motorcycle. Oh, motors arrived.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to do motor after tsunami. I feel like that'll be good for like county patrol.
Hello? Continue north, right, eastbound, Red Desert. BCB.
He's eastbound Red Desert, left north, Rockford, BCB, right in the bend, you got it?
Continue northbound, left, westbound, Marathon, right, northbound Prosperity. Right, eastbound Boulevard.
How about yourself? How's the day, man?
Not bad. My shift started late at a doctor's appointment in the morning. But making progress in shift 3. I'm gonna be promoting Dice to sergeant. Odette's already been promoted to senior, but it hasn't been announced because the meeting that you were at I'm gonna be. The vibes were off. That wasn't an appropriate day to be like, and congratulations, Odette, you're a senior.
Oh my god.
So I held off on that, but because of my doctor's appointment, I couldn't be there at the meeting today.
Understandable. Oh, it's a bike we're chasing.
Do something, idiot!
Oh my. Aren't our motorcycles ass?
Well, not for long.
Thank God.
Well, I'm only. I don't
Listen,
know for sure, but I think they will be.
I'm just gonna spread propaganda. It's what Snow and I did in the past when we had no viable motor units. We just talked about how good our motorcycles were in public spaces, and the propaganda spread quick. Suddenly, there was a drop.
We're just gonna have Soze go on bike duty today.
Oh, smart. Very smart.
I think because there's a lot of stuff that's still in the trooper station, you know, like in boxes and like in the garage. So we figure, you know, we see what's still functioning in there and whatnot.
Following the band, he is flying.
That would be nice.
I personally, this is just my preference, have
they're gonna be coming down this
motorbike and then a like an interceptor motorbike.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. Brian, I have a question, and I need you to answer truthfully. If you're in pursuit of, let's say, a Furore or a Sultan or a Progress or an Amagia, you know, those cars.
I'm not too much of a car nerd, I'm gonna be honest, but I'm assuming those are supercars.
The one that looks like the Rari, the Furore, you certainly know. The Sultan, the Progress, kind of similar-ish, but engine swapped, right? If you need to pit them, how are you doing it? Because I'll explain how I do it before you do. Oh, me too. But the only way, based upon how they accelerate, is to cut a corner. Straight up, there's no other way.
Generally speaking, that's exactly it. Back in the... So, I am of the personal opinion, but I don't believe that our quality of police officers is there. Because
they're coming
training
down.
and otherwise.
Right?
Dude, what do you want me to say, Bill? You want me to say good job, bad job? What am I supposed to say here?
No.
It's okay, buddy. You're doing your best effort, alright?
Honestly, you could be hiding in a garden. Not right.
We got the primary, you know, he was just interference.
Oh, go on, sorry.
Good job on that.
Miller, you need to come see what this guy had. You'll make you happy.
I'm coming.
Oh, I got him all with me.
Oh, damn. I'm assuming this was a drug bust?
The church on Jamestown.
I'm assuming...
Because Nova said the primary...
Wait, the church at the...
It's Jamestown and Innocence, that church right on the corner. That's the only church I can think of.
Let's take
like you cross the train tracks on Roy Lowe heading towards Popular. If you're from CMC side.
Oh, yeah.
Right over there. It's a church, but it's difficult to see.
Bean, were you on the primary scene? Apparently by the church, there's like drugs or something. Easy. I just want to make sure someone, because I heard church, and I just want to make sure, you know, we don't, like, you know, break the doors open or anything over the... You're good. I'm gonna head down there. Appreciate you, mate.
So you were saying back in the day, or no, the quality of officer or something.
Yeah, and this ain't no shot. It's just things are different, right?
Yeah.
If our quality was
Unicorn, thank
higher,
you for the raid. I appreciate it.
Well, first off, I think it's a two-parter. I personally want our police cars to be higher performing overall than anything else on the street. Now, the reason for that is that would then mean we would force a higher standard for pursuits, right? You don't do dumb shit, like even things like driving in on the outside of the lane unless absolutely necessary. Like safety,
Yeah, that makes sense, because there'd be a means of actually keeping up while doing all of that, but right now we can't do that.
Yeah,
it's just not viable. We can say what SOPs are, but SOPs, number one, rarely ever change, but two, they don't accommodate for the environment that we're in necessarily.
That's precisely it. Way better performing vehicles, like by way better, I mean like 10-15%, right? Let's say.
Yeah, because then you have a means of actually keeping up. But right now, straight up,
and putting pressure on higher parallel, like someone goes in there, you can zip around quicker and you're cutting off, right? So what would normally be 6 units
Unicorn again,
actually becomes like, let's say even, I'm just spitballing a number, actually 3. But we can't do things like, hey, let me catch up by going in incoming traffic, right? One unit goes into the alleyway while the rest, just by nature, parallel by divided. One goes north of the road, one goes south of the road. Because our performance is being used for safety and coordination and strategy rather than, you know,
doing our absolute best to still underperform, like in an attempt to keep up. Because straight up, like, even with, I would argue, based on what I've heard, I don't drive the Penumbra. I personally don't like how it drives, but based on what I've heard, the Penumbra with whatever engine is probably one of our best performing vehicles.
Yep.
If not, I've also heard the V-Star with the Yote is really solid, but ultimately, we are not keeping up with Furores, Amagios. Like, they just outperform in every capacity: acceleration, handling, braking, and so it becomes like an impossible task to pit within reason at normal speeds. And then if we clear high-speed pits, the only reason they're happening is because those individuals aren't anticipating that we're going to pit at high speeds.
100%. And that's when we're getting them in the corners.
Yeah. The thing is, they know our playbook, and they operate just outside of it. And they very intentionally do that. Like, that's the whole thing. Which is why, unfortunately, you have to cut a corner short to pit them. Like, and it's terrible. I hate it. But I say this as someone who drives an all-wheel drive Yoted Scout. And when I say all-wheel drive, that means off the line. I have crazy acceleration. It doesn't matter. They still, well, okay, to be fair, 90% of those cars are also all-wheel drive. But the Furore isn't, and that should just fucking, that thing will run circles around us. And we could throw the best driver we have, it doesn't matter. Because it's not the driver, it's the equipment. And I've always been of the mindset that
I'm with you 100% on that.
I would argue months ago even this was the case, but like a few months prior to that, I wouldn't necessarily say it was like always the case, but I'm of the mindset that the PD should always be equipped to deal with the average situation. And the average situation right now is Yoted or 6.5 V12 Astrons, the Furores, the Amagios, any all-wheel drive car that civilians can use. I mean, hell, even James Malding's Premier runs circles around our Premier, even if they have the same engine. And not even by a small margin either. That shit is just fucking fast.
You're right. I mean, and it's I'm gonna draw some what it used to like. There's how it used to be. I've also, I've worked some other counties. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I miss, and we could also do this like 7 years ago, is you're following a vehicle the way that we, I prefer doing it. Let me find if we can find a local here somewhere. Here we go. So let's just pretend this is really high speed, right?
Go for
Yep.
this fancy-looking
That
car.
we're able to
I was
chase
doing
without
something
even
else.
like really hyper gassing it. And we're not having to deal with rat shit because the rat shit ain't gonna get you somewhere because our police vehicle outperforms it.
Yep.
But
Maxwell,
we
you're
only
taking
have
it.
2 units chasing this,
Hugo
right?
dropped off a
Yep.
shitload of,
Well,
like,
2 behind it
like,
directly.
rich.
And then 1 that is going to draw parallel, maybe a 4th, depending on how intense it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the moment the pit happens, I'm actually able to go up here, line up a speed that is safe, and then go in at the back wheel.
Yep. 100%.
Right, eastbound West Gilly Avenue.
What that does is, I think the reason we can't do that today is because that
All
would
of their
mean
cars
that our
out-accelerate
training would
us.
demand, well, not just that, but let's say we had that, right? Is that our training? I don't even know if we were to ask how do you properly pit, that people know that it's supposed to be like that. You know what I mean? As
Yeah. Well, I mean,
opposed
there
to
is the tricky aspect of, you know,
like
the bubbles and
Harry Potter
stuff.
and
Yeah.
bubbles. But even that, once you learn the proper way, you learn your. I mean, you can test the bubble, right?
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
like
I
you
mean, it
come
also
in and-
depends on
and you
person.
kinda-
Listen, bitch, if you trying to pit Abdul,
100%.
but in saying that, yes, 100%. In Academy, during pursuit stuff, I make it a point to stay at LSIA or for Zancudo going up and down the runway, telling people when they should turn, or like having them do 1 mile an hour over the vehicle they're pursuing, all on cruise control, so that just holding the gas down, they are always going to catch up. Similar to what you're saying regarding our vehicles ideally overperforming, just not having as many units, but and then telling them when to turn, because what they don't realize is that everyone else except them knows exactly when they need to turn.
1,000%.
So just telling them when so that they can gauge that. And it's especially easy during Shift 3 academies when, you know, I have some Australians who can kangaroo kick, you know? It's very important that we make sure that that is not a problem in Shift 3.
Oh, absolutely. But I think if you have the right idea as to what a proper pit would look like, I think even when it does come to bubbles, over time you learn how to
Oh yeah,
test
you learn.
it
Yep.
before going in. I mean, you'll occasionally still have an issue, but
Yeah. Or if they try to slam on their brakes to avoid the pit, you know, I mean, you can tell. You can tell the intent based upon what's actually happening in front of you.
Oh, never mind. It's the green colored lowrider.
But yeah, it's a little rough. When was it?
I do think there's another thing though as well. Is a lot of people don't know how to fucking drive. Okay, where we also shoot. There's another massive issue is and I know I like to say majority of our police force. I'm just being, to be honest, just straight up. I don't think pursuit is properly understood. How you doing? I just saw
Hello.
you kind of take a heavy turn over there, just make sure everything's all right.
Yeah, I'm okay.
That red car's
How
turning
you
back on you
doing?
guys.
Any chance you could just pull your vehicle up the tiniest bit? Because if someone pulls in here, the lanes are fairly narrow. I don't want you to stick out too much. Much better. Thank you.
Just to be perfectly clear, my intention isn't to be like, fuck this police department, right? It's just
Uh-huh.
more to convey the volume. But I think what I see, at least in my shift, I'd say 90% of those I see chasing are focusing on being a number 1, number 2 in that chase. And there's no parallel. So while I definitely think we have an underperformance and like a disparity problem between vehicles we're chasing versus our equipment, I also think we don't do ourselves any favors either by not understanding the concept of parallel and how to, as a parallel, predict where a chase will go to maintain eyes, even in the event a vehicle's outperforming us.
Yep. The other tricky part is because of the other vehicles outperforming, like closing the gap becomes such a difficult task, more so than ever before. Just because, again, when they do out accelerate, out handle, out brake, they are running circles. Straight up, I'll bring James Malding up as a prime example. I wouldn't even argue his driving is ratty. He just knows in his Premiere that he can turn, and we could never.
Oh,
and the thing is, it's not even, again, it's not even like, he has a 6.5 V12. That was the original engine I had in my Scout. And it doesn't matter. Like, we can parallel, but he's just fucking sending it. He's what I like to refer to as like a line of sight driver. He'll get some speed, and then it's turn to brake line of sight, turn to brake line of sight, because at every turn, if there's then 2 additional turns, whether he can go left or right, it's a 50-50 chance on whether or not we're guessing correctly every time.
Oh, 1,000%. You're always going to be gapping on the... Yesterday, we faced these, Polito. You know what they did to start the chase?
What?
Right off the bat, they did a loop-de-loop around Polito to create distance, and then they took the highway, and I'm just like, listen, just take the money, all right? You know what I mean?
That is rough. That's, yo, listen, that reminds me of the fucking Coupe Torres Draugr days. Holy
oh
fuck!
My God. I've been on one of those chases. You mean like it starts off and they're already on Olympic Freeway jumping the barrier?
Yes, and it wasn't even that. It was he would go from like the old Benny's alley towards the tow lot, and then he'd take the staircase up to form, and we seriously, none of our vehicles can do it. Like anything that, and it was engine swap, to be clear. There was an engine swap Draugr. Had everything you could possibly imagine, and it ran circles around us. There's nothing we could do. You can't even pit it, because when you try to make contact with it, because the wheels are offset and further out, it didn't matter. You did nothing to the Draugr. So I'm not kidding. In shift 3, we just decided we'd rather not waste our time. They were free to go. If they showed up to a bank or any robbery with the Draugr, we were not pursuing. At best, they'd get a poor enacted pursuit with a single turn where we'd pull the handbrake and spin out, and that was it. And despite that, the man fucking continued for months. It was the funniest shit.
Man, I remember back in the day, like, you know, just with our, you know, little button that changes your mode. I much would prefer that to.
Oh, me too. 1,000%.
And
not a doubt in my fucking mind.
And if we caught someone use it like ramming, right? We caught someone, you know, using the wrong mode. Those are some, you know, strikes, whatever it might be.
It was the minority.
Very true.
It wasn't really like a big issue at all.
I feel like my biggest challenge, I wish those were our problems right now.
Oh, 100%. But see, it's so tricky though, because of those problems, we obviously have to adapt to our environment. And unfortunately, it also means the standard going down, because we do have to drive into opposing lanes. We do have to cut corners. Like, we do have to do these things that we would otherwise not have to do if we were properly equipped. But like, again, we're sort of just a product of our environment. And like, okay, Brian, I have a question. You're at a vehicle and it's flipped, right? You were pursuing a vehicle, it's flipped. They're not getting out of the car. Officer gets out of their vehicle to try to pull them out, and then individuals arrive to ram their car to flip it over. Yeah. Because I'll explain.
That's to the problem. I would shoot, not today though, and the reason is, and I'm gonna set like where I'm deriving this, right?
Yep.
This week I had to deal with